Oh, all right. Players are ready. Players are ready. That means we can hop into our finals. Hop into our grand finals here. Players are bantering, which you always love to see. ByuN, I think, often brings out the best in a lot of the Korean players, and so does SpeCial. They both have a ton of personality, and it just brings out some of the banters. But we're going to Babylon for game one of this Terran versus Terran. I mean, this tournament is these are the best matches I have ever cast on my channel. And I'm looking forward to this finals a lot. So let's just hop on in to game one here. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner, we have the red Terran player for the Shopify Rebellion, ByuN, who has not dropped a map against Ryung or Hero in the quarterfinals and semifinals. His opponent in the upper left-hand corner also didn't drop a map against either Gumiho or Dark. It is, of course, Onside Gaming's Maru.
Chickenman, Chickenman, Chickenman.
Absolutely insane TVT. Oh, I wish I knew. I say I need to learn how to read Korean. Gotta work on my Korean. A noose baby with the prime. Thank you for dropping putting your prime in here. I really appreciate it. The support means a lot. The Patreon, a lot of people are asking if we were paying staff and things with the Patreon. We are not. None of us are getting paid to put this tournament together. In fact, I think we've all spent money to put this tournament together, and that's totally fine. We're doing it for the community. It's funded by the community. But of course, when we're streaming, all the support does mean a lot. It helps us just keep it going. It makes it worth it to spend all this time trying to get these events going, and it has been completely worth it. These have been this today has already been so good, and the fact that we're going to be doing this every week is just so exciting. I haven't been doing a weekly tournament in a long time, but it's nice to have a weekly tournament on Thursdays again. Had one of those for a couple of years, and you know what? I have missed it. But now we've leveled up. We've leveled up. Hold on. Maru's building a bunker. I feel like I don't see that very often. He's building a bunker because he went for 1 Reaper and 1 Marine, and he's just going for the defense here. Now, of course, Reapers could jump up into his main. ByuN not going heavy on the Reapers just yet. He could build double Reapers out of this barracks, though, if he keeps pumping Hellions and goes for a double Reaper. We could see ByuN having a lot of early game units, but as I say that, he builds the Widowmine, so it looks like he is not going to play the highly aggressive opener with these fragile but very strong early game units. So Maru's little gamble here of going for the bunker seems to have paid off. ByuN's not going to really be able to punish him. Kind of a fun early game, though. I feel like I never see bunkers in this matchup. The real issue with them is that, sure, you can't kill the Marines in them, but like the Hellions and Reapers could just run by and kill all the workers here. And that could be a problem for Maru. But I'm sure he's weighed it out and maybe thinks ByuN is less likely to go for, say, like a 5 Reaper, 3 Hellion little pressure than some of the other Terrans. It's also hard to push up the ramp in those situations. You never know if there's a Widowmine or like a siege tank or something. Oh, this is cute. So Maru dives in with his Reaper. And he's going to force ByuN to send his Reaper home because there's actually no other units here right now. So Maru doesn't kill the mule, but forces it off the line. That will go down. ByuN is threatening with this drop, but decides not to go with it. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know, but ByuN is crying. This is all I need to see. That right there. ByuN crying, Maru laughing at him. Sadly, SpeCial. We need to give SpeCial the ability to talk to the players in game. Maybe that's not fair. Maybe that's not a good idea. Not this tournament. We'll do another tournament. SpeCial just bantering with the players during the game. I think what ByuN was crying about was he wanted to push across with the drop, but maybe he misclicked and wasn't able to get it over there, or maybe just because he thought it was spotted, he decided not to. But he wasn't able to get his damage done he was looking for. That being said, he's got a third base going down on location. It's quite a bit behind Maru's. Well, Maru's is in his main. There's always that little benefit there for ByuN of having it down on the low ground earlier, but I have a feeling they'll probably get mining it around the same time anyways, so really just a way for ByuN to catch up a little. Other than that, things looking extremely similar between these two. We see Vikings already coming out of Maru, but we'll see what ByuN decides to go for. Oh, it looks like nothing. Looks like no air units. He wants that reactor for the Marines instead. He's going to delay his Vikings or medevacs by even further. Oh. We have auto turrets countering auto turrets. Now the lack of Vikings a little bit painful here. Oh, nice auto turrets though. One Raven goes down, the other Raven gets super low, but it's actually going to be able to dive in because ByuN is out of energy. Oh my god, and he drops 3 auto turrets. He's going to start killing a bunch of SCVs. ByuN, why aren't you pulling away? Oh no, dude. 6 workers and 2 Reapers, actually. I think maybe some Marines even going down here because that Raven lived with 4 hit points. Aye. Well, Maru able to get some good damage done at the start of this game. I actually cannot believe it. And Maru's going to seat that third base. ByuN has actually already started mining from it. So that is nice for ByuN because he is down workers. So it's important that he gets this little boost right now because he's going to be behind as soon as these mules stop off. As soon as Maru is able to really get mining, that income's going to go right back in Maru's favor. So this pull here, super important for ByuN to keep relatively even mining. Oh, but as I say that, SCVs go for the surround on the auto turret. Was it a good play? Who knows? But this Raven is still alive at 4 hit points. I am shocked and appalled, actually, that this Raven stayed alive. Buildings light on fire. Should mech units catch on fire and start burning down? What does chat think? I guess probably not, but I just love that it got so much damage done at 4 hit points. Maru caught a little bit with his pants down here as ByuN tries to get on top of this, but he will be able to pull back to his base. These rocks getting in his way a little bit. But ByuN's starting to put some pressure on out on the map. This is where TVT starts to get a little bit spicy. As we see players start to poke and prod at their opponents, try to find an opening. Maru's going to spot that these rocks are coming down and get sieged up right outside. ByuN clears the rocks. It looks like he wants to be mobile and out on the map, but of course, anytime he clears rocks, that also clears the rocks for Maru. So any counterattacks can be really, really strong there for Maru. Oh, ByuN needs to be careful. Siege tank up on top of the ramp. Does get blapped. ByuN wants to take down these rocks, but he doesn't want to use the tanks to do it. So he is going to keep on pushing through here, and you know what? There's a big opportunity. Maru doesn't have any of this covered. Oh, and ByuN is just going to shut down these tanks. He's going to dive forward on top of it. The Marines are a little out of position, but there are tanks to back up those two. ByuN's going to have to pull back. He has a lot of tanks here, but he's putting pressure onto this base, killing some SCVs. He's going to lift up and go into the main base with these 3 medevacs full of Marines. There's a lot of potential damage here. Maru pulls back. He knows he needs to come stop this from happening, but it is kind of hard when you have to funnel up that ramp. He's got to make sure to send enough Marines. It looks like he has done that. ByuN tries to lift up and get out of there, but only 7 Marines actually get out of there. Looks like he unsieged the tanks at the same time, but he finds some reinforcements and decides to start pushing back in. Are there enough Marines here for Maru to help defend these tanks? There are, and in fact, he's going to do more than defend. He's going to push forward and try to take these tanks down, shuts down a couple of them, kills the rest of them, and he will push ByuN all the way home. However, 20 SCVs went down during all of this, and ByuN is still trying to be annoying with this drop. It looks like it's not going to get too much more done here, but he's doing his darndest. These 3 Marines, you know what? They're going to grab 2 Vikings. 3 Vikings. Damn. They get another SCV, too. So Maru finally cleans all that up, but of course he lost a lot during that, and the supplies end up dead even. Somehow. ByuN's 4th base, way later than Maru's, though. Maru's is already a planetary here right now, which means this drop, not really going to be able to get much done. ByuN realizes it, and he just moves straight into the natural. But at the same time, Maru is pushing across the map. Does ByuN have enough at home to defend? It's looking a little dicey. He's got to pull the SCVs, but the tanks are getting jumped on by the Marines, and all of ByuN's tanks back at home will go down. All of the SCVs that got pulled die as well, and Maru's still got this push going strong. ByuN is in the natural, and actually he is winning this fight against the reinforcements as well. SCVs going down, medevacs going down, Marines going down as they pop out. Maru needs to get some more Marines out and clear this up in his main. He is pushing on the 3rd, but ByuN he's got another siege tank out. He's going to start putting some pressure on here. Maru trying to take him down, but ByuN going for a big split with these just few Marines, and he will take all these siege tanks down, holding on back at home while he's still doing damage in the main base, killing tanks as they pop out, killing these Marines, and Maru's going to be forced to tap out as ByuN wins game number 1. Oh my god. What an insane game. I thought ByuN was dead, actually. When his attack got held and Maru pushed back, oh my god. I thought he was dead. Whoa. That is wild. Ragnarok Head, thank you so much for the resubscription, by the way. Thank you for helping save esports by subscribing for 24 months. ByuN getting on top of Maru as his pants down is very spicy. True? Yeah. Oh, I'm turning the heat off. I don't need the heat. This is so good. This is so good. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as me. Maru, no. I do love watching the reactions afterwards. Delay is always fun for that. Getting to watch you guys' reactions a little bit later. We're hopping into game 2 right now. I was going to try to hop into a call with somebody here, but it looks like that might not happen at the moment. Maybe for next game. We shall see. In the meantime, we are going to hop in to game number 2 of this best of 5 grand finals of the KSL. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have the Shopify Rebellion Terran in the red. ByuN, who is up 1-0 on this year's Katowice runner-up. For Onside Gaming, it is Maru. That was a wild game. ByuN really wanted to put that pressure on. He didn't have a lot of chill. Just kept the pressure going. It actually looked super dicey for him. And I know Maru was feeling good, but that double drop, I underestimate like a 16 Marine drop sometimes. It feels like it should be easy to clean up, but with the 2 medevacs, oh God, how can I? There we go.
Hey, hello?
Hello.
How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going fantastic. How you doing, bud?
I'm good, all good. Just watching some TVT.
It's pretty good TVT. I think these guys might know how to play TVT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do, but not better than me, of course, but they do.
Well, no, I mean, listen, somebody's got to be the best, right?
Yeah, I know. The caster is always the best, aka me.
That's right.
So, Maru is playing a really greedy again.
Yeah.
He's expand with no scout.
It's even greedier than last game because he had that ramp at least on the last map, but this time
that's a good point. Yeah,
he doesn't even have that. He's like, nah, ByuN won't attack me. ByuN's not very aggressive, right?
As long as the command center finish, the situation comes almost the same. But he's gonna make a bunker this game, I think. Yeah. So I guess because of there's no ramp, the bunker makes a little more sense, right?
Yeah, he did have it last game. I mean, there's still always the potential for ByuN to like run by if he gets enough Reapers and Hellions, but
yeah, okay. But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that one Rax expand, so this is very good for Maru. And he's going reactor behind it, so there's no possibility of him doing the move you talked, like Reaper Hellion. It's just gonna be like these three units into like a standard game.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Maru's hoping for. I mean, it's what happened last game too. It worked out really well for Maru.
Maru was really in good position last game. After like the 2 Raven killed a lot of workers, 1 out, get out, and then he saw that he was like, he also adapted and didn't overmake Vikings. He was in a very good position, but he still died, so you never know.
It's a crazy game. Yeah, the 16 Marines in your base really hurts.
For sure it does. So he's making a cyclone, a safety cyclone, and a tech lab on the start a tech lab on the start for ByuN that is. So his Rainbow is gonna be very late compared to Maru. Like as you can see, Maru's is already started and ByuN's is not even started yet.
Yeah. Again, it's Maru just being his greed is starting to pay off. Get that early tech units out. And ByuN doesn't have the medevac this time, so he can't put on that pressure as easily.
Nah, and also the third command center is gonna be so much faster for Maru.
Yeah, crazy faster. We'll see if ByuN puts his on location again, because that helped him out a lot last game, but still very good position for Maru.
Yeah, he did it last game because he has a medevac and he could have map control, but this game he not have medevac, so he has no map control.
Yeah, and he hasn't scouted anything. I mean, neither player has, but I think for Maru, you don't really want to be scouting too much. You're the one that's taking a bit of a risk here, so staying at home playing defensive makes a lot more sense, but
there's not much of a risk anymore. Like now he's just ahead.
Yeah.
Or because the risk pack is already over. The risk pack with the build is mostly like against proxy, to be honest. Anything else is very, very defendable. And now this game, Maru is only making two two Ravens and going straight into Medevacs, you know? So I hope he scans, because that's the... Like, if there's something he can die to, it's like a quick push. But, like, as we see, ByuN is going to do that. He's going to make Vikings this game. So if Maru doesn't scan, well, he misses.
Oh.
Oh,
wait. What is this?
He's trolling, man.
ByuN.
Okay, well, now Maru has no chance of dying, to be honest. He's just super ahead in every single situation. Well, that's not... Can you even make a barrack there, bro?
No, you can't. No, that reactor is useless. Yeah, ByuN realizes it, but that's painful for ByuN.
This is what happened when you type in game, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Too much banter.
Okay, Maru's cancer. He says there's no Vikings on the way. I don't like this tank on the main base though. If there's something he can actually die somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Wait, what? These tanks? They can hit that? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he can hit this gas. I mean that'll be annoying. This is nice damage, but it's not the end of the world for Maru. It does give him some time to pull everything down from the main though, because he's got a lot of stuff up there.
He's gonna use the Ravens for harassment too. Well, this might be tricky.
Ooh.
Okay. There's a tank on the main base, so now the tank... Oh, he used siege it. Still bad. So the turret's actually doing some damage. They're killing 2, 3, 4, 5 SCVs, and they're gonna get away, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice shutdown on the Cyclone too to make sure he gets away.
Wait, this one shoots too?
No, there's no way. There's no way.
Okay.
Not quite. ByuN's testing it.
Yeah.
This does give ByuN time to get his third CC on location though. So now he's mining from that and Maru is still not. But Maru might be able to shut this down. This is super dangerous. Yeah.
Okay. Only 2 disables though.
Yeah, he missed one, but he does get it. Yeah, he's just going to crush all of this. And I mean, ByuN is now way behind. Insanely behind.
He for sure. He for sure. Overstay his welcome, you know. I think after he killed the first guys and he did damage with the Ravens, maybe he should have go back or try to go back, or I don't know, do something except what he did.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just sat there too long. The Ravens shut him down, and now I don't think he can hold this third base if Maru tries to push it.
No, he can't, and especially because there's 2 Ravens still alive. So how many disables he has? He has 1 disable almost. He's gonna have 1 disable and 1 turret. I mean, the Ravens are doing some damage, but 1 disable is enough compared. Like, look at the army supply. Oh my God,
Yeah,
the Raven.
Oh, losing the Raven is that what? Oh my God, he moved forward into it. I think. You know what? This was a big mistake for Maru. He really flubbed that one. ByuN, that's as good of an engagement as ByuN could have hoped for. Third base is still in a lot of trouble here, but this is way better than I think ByuN would have thought it was going to go. Nice.
When the combat finish as well, so now that's his are so much better. But holy fucking shit, that was bad.
Yeah, even Maru can make mistakes when he's trying to banter at the same time, but it doesn't really seem to matter. I feel like ByuN is still pretty dead here.
Yeah, he's pretty dead. Not disabled. Okay, that was good. So now he can move his tank forward if he wants, or just lure the army to his tank.
Yeah, he's just...
He got combat shield. Like, so much better.
He's getting so much damage done here, though. Look at all the SCVs going down. ByuN will clean this up, but it's way too late for that. He's down way far in workers. The army supply is even, but that's just because Maru hasn't been able to build anything yet. And in about a minute, Maru's just going to jump right ahead in army.
Yeah, as you can see, he's like up like 20 workers, a little bit less. He lost 33 workers, so he has way worse economy. They both have the same production, but he cannot even start the 2-2 compared to Maru already starting 2-2. His combat shield is not done, so his army is just way worse. And this drop is going to be hard. If there was 1 tank here, it would say GG, but there's no tank here. So he can still defend it, but like he just slowly dying. Maru's just killing him slowly, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, this keeps him home, right? If Maru's not here, maybe ByuN can go out on the map, but ByuN is just falling further behind every second Maru's out on the map.
Oh, there's a drop on the third base. I didn't see it. Okay. He's gonna drop the main base now. I think the tank and the reinforcements are gonna be able to clean this door. Yeah.
Yeah, ByuN
So
pulls
nice
back.
try by Maru ByuN there. That was a good move. But
Yeah, he's getting something done, but he needs a lot more than 3 workers. And I don't think this drop's
For
going to be
sure.
long for this world.
no, it's not. Oh, the Marines are trying to target the Marine. That's a very good play. Oh, you always want to try to kill the medevac if you have the chance, so that way he cannot just pick and leave, you know? So that's a little tip for everyone watching, that if you see a drop like this, try to target the dropship first instead of the Marines, if you have like overwhelming numbers.
Yeah. That's a good
Okay,
tip.
this is
Free
right.
Coaching right there.
Free coaching right there. Incredible, right?
Maru just jumps on top of this base. The tanks will push it away, but still good for Maru.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, there's 2 medevacs on the right. There's no, they're on the...
Ooh, no!
Look, he started in the medevac.
Oh, man. No boost.
No, he just boosted it. Feels bad, man.
That's so painful.
That looks like my medevacs.
Yeah.
That's like me, right there.
He's still got 1 medevac, but there's a couple of Vikings out here now. It might be able to sneak into the main.
Right, there's some tanks in there though still. He sees it, there's no reinforcements. He's trying to rally, and the one tank's gonna pop, so actually he's gonna be able to defend. If he uses some Marines, fine.
He's got a few Marines coming up.
Yeah, should be okay.
Should be okay. ByuN is chilling in the middle of the map with his army.
2-2 is about to finish for Maru.
Oh
He
my
just finished,
god.
actually, so
He's got +3
No.
armor on the way already.
yeah, the fights are gonna look so one-sided if it's like, if they fight right now. Honestly, I don't know what Maru's doing. He could have finished his game like 10 minutes ago, but
Yeah, I mean, any time ByuN stays alive is
Yeah, there's
always
like a
that possibility.
like this play, you know, this doom drop shit could win somehow. Like last game. Last game he was losing, and then 2
Yeah.
medevacs sneak by and won.
Yeah, those 2 medevacs saved him because he just held on barely with reinforcements.
But I think this time is too much. Like the advantage is way too big for Maru.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maru is stuck in the middle of the map. There's a Doom drop and a big army on the top side. It's kind of
Yeah,
another
he's gonna
base
go-
trade.
The base trade this time is worse because it's much more ahead. They got way more units, but like the way Maru is playing this match is like a little bit of like he's giving chance to ByuN to win. You know, last game at least I felt that way.
Yeah.
This one it was too ahead for sure, so it was hard.
It's like he was a little bit scared of ByuN, so he was not committing as hard. And because of that, it actually gave ByuN a better chance.
Right. That's correct. So it's 1-1. Basically, it turns into a best of 3 right now since it's a best of 5 finals.
Right.
So we'd say it's 1-1. Not bad.
It's pretty good. It's kind of wild. It's weird. I feel like I'm seeing more timid play from Maru than I usually see.
Hmm.
I wonder if that's just the way ByuN scares him a little bit.
Well, something I noticed after the new patch is that Maru kind of sucks sick in TVT compared to before.
Hmm.
I'm allowed to say it like this because I'm a player and I don't hold.
Yeah.
But yeah, like compared to before, he's much worse, and that has mostly to do with that defensive play got worse. You know, the Raven got much weaker,
Yeah, yeah.
so defensive play is a lot worse than before.
Well, Maru was
It's still
he was the Raven guy, right? I feel like he'd always have like 40 of them before anybody else.
Well, it's not even that. I mean, more like in the early game, it was hard to kill before.
Mm.
Now it's a little bit easier to get like a good situation, like a good fight, to get a little bit ahead. But before, it was really hard to like finish the game. But now it's a little bit easier, so he has more opportunities to get behind, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
No, absolutely. It's kind of cool. It makes him feel mortal.
Well, he is mortal. He lost in the finals.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I mean, while Oliveira played great and all that, I felt he played like very, very bad compared to like his standard, you know?
Yeah.
I felt that way.
That's just
So it is what
Oliveira
it is.
made everybody play, you know. He made it weird.
Yeah.
He made it weird.
I agree. Okay, so
Alright.
now this is map 3, right? So it's 1-1. That's good. That's cool. Who you think is gonna win the series?
I mean, I feel like Maru is playing a little bit better, just
Mhm.
kind of overall. But ByuN's got the wild card energy, where at any point I feel like he can just take a game. I think Maru will end up taking it though. That's my prediction.
What the, my monitor blocked. What the fuck?
Oh no.
Okay, plug it back in. Yeah, I think so too. But let's not forget that he's getting ahead with the build orders as well. right? Like he's getting very, very
Yeah.
pretty
That's true.
build order twice. So it feels it's easier to play like that if you get like that situation, especially because you're already very good, right? So you being very good, plus getting ahead early on.
Well, let's see if he gets ahead with this one. Those are some SCVs running out on the map.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Proxy 2 racks by Maru.
Yeah.
He's saying funny. It's fun, right? He said it's fun, right? I didn't read it earlier. Let me see what they said before. Surok. Shurok. Itne. Leki. You say something about lag. Did I lag for 1 second?
There was a second of lag. I don't know who it was. It didn't pop up, so.
I guess it was my monitor because they unplugged.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
No.
So he's doing proxy to Rex Reaper against just double gas though, so he's not like, how to say, he's not gonna just die.
Yeah.
So the score is 1-1, but this game is gonna end quite quickly. We'll see.
Yep. I mean, anything can happen with the Proxy 2 racks.
For sure. But ByuN doesn't scout. He never ever scouts. He scouts with the Reaper around. So we'll see. There's sometimes a situation where he scouts the Reaper like scouts immediately and it dies to the Reapers, you know?
Oh,
that could be horrible.
That's pretty much that's pretty over.
That is pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
The factory is in a good position. So. It's hard to deny the SCV.
Very well protected.
Yeah.
So you really want to pull SCVs with the first Reaper, right? Ideally.
All right. Okay, here comes the first Reaper. He's gonna scout. Let's see if he takes some shots or not. He needs to be careful. He sees the Reaper. Okay, very, very quick. Oh, he stayed to fight and shot twice. I don't know if I like that, to be honest. He's gonna pull workers now. Yeah. He pulled like what, 2, 4, 6. Pretty good number. And Maru's going around. Well, there's a SCV on the low ground. That's a little bit. What the fuck are you doing? Actually, he's giving 2.
He's giving them 2.
Right.
You know what? ByuN doesn't need those workers.
Well, I don't know about that. Oh my god. Very good timing on the second Reaper. But
yeah.
He used given. He said, "You gave me a gift." He said, "You gave me a gift."
Yeah, those two SCVs. Now Maru's feeling pretty happy.
He's still putting the SCV on the. I don't know, man. This guy's a little bit ambitious, man. Depending on the micro, I don't like. What the fuck is he making on the low ground, man? What's the point?
Maybe he was hoping Maru pulled back already, but
no, he's never gonna pull back. There's no chance. Okay, nice micro right there. Oh my god. Yeah, there you go, man. Congratulations. If there's Maru, something's good as micro and Reapers, and you usually give me like the best chance to win the game for free, which he just did. I really disagree with the situation of putting the CC on the low ground, and he's making a reactor there. Now he's dead, man.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna have what, 2 Hellions, but one's already damaged. Forced to cancel on the CC. ByuN is.
Yeah, he's making Hellions behind it too, so he's gonna attack up. I don't like that. I think he should have made Cyclones, but because he doesn't know there's a reactor, right? Like, he cannot know that. Now he's in a really fucking shit situation. ByuN, that is. He was in a good situation until he gave like 2 SCVs for free and did that move of putting the season on the low ground. I don't understand that. I mean, you can be confident with your micro all you want, but you're playing against the guy. If there's something that Mario is good at, it's micro and Reapers. So, I don't know, man. I really didn't like that situation. What he did. They're putting the season on the low ground.
Yeah, I think it was a bold move, and it did not pay off for him. And yeah, he's just gonna go up. I mean, why not? There's Marines in the main. He knows the Marines are up there, so.
Well,
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Reaper's gonna die.
No, rest in peace. 2 Rex Reapers still pretty good at the game.
It is good, but it's also good if you do shit like what the other. I really sorry, man. I just can't understand what he was thinking. What is just going through?
That's okay. See, you're allowed to say that because you're a player.
I am allowed to. Exactly.
I can't say that, so I appreciate that
you could say that.
I could.
You could. Honestly, like I don't know if a caster understands the game and he sees like something so obvious that was bad like this, they should call it out. I feel they're afraid or something. Right?
Yeah.
Or you can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right. It's like because if you are wrong, then
Yeah.
you just look like an asshole and you don't know what you're talking about. So making those calls is a little bit harder as a caster because you can always get called out for being in diamond, right? So
I say the game was a gift.
it was a gift. All right, I'm gonna go join Mr. Dave to cast.
All right.
Thank you.
Man. I'm gonna cast this one. No, thank you, man.
Hell
Have a
yeah.
good one.
You too. All right. Out of one co-caster into another, Mr. Dave.
Heck yeah. This could be match points, Chicken Man. How are you learning tonight?
Oh my god. I mean, this is incredible. I couldn't have asked for anything better. This is so good. I'm shocked Maru played. He never plays in these events, so it's so sick we got him in here and that he actually checked in and playing, and he's showing up, man. Like knocking out Gumiho and Dark earlier on. 2 racks Reapering and the banter. I don't know what they're saying. I love the banter.
Oh yeah, I do too. But it had with SpeCial and he knows a little.
Yeah.
Cena's lent a hand in translating some for us. But yeah, we had some. SpeCial gave us some pretty bold feedback, and chat was kind of green. I'm like, we'll have to have a little powwow on this. And Steadfast kind of went in. People were worried about the delay thing, and he goes, "Dude, I promise you, you could poll all the players. Not a one of them would care if you guys had a delay."
Yeah,
like,
I think the only one thing I was worried about was like some of the earlier rounds where we don't necessarily know all the players, but like immediately we hit the round of 8. We don't need delay for those guys, right? Like we know that already. So it might be worth it not to have any delay on for this.
Yeah, I think
if the players just don't care, because even with cheating, I'm pretty sure none of these random people could beat any of the pro players.
No, yeah, SpeCial literally basically made it a point. He's like, they have no shot.
There is really no shot, right? So might be worth it. But it's game number 4 here. It's spawning in the lower right-hand corner. I know my directions of Gresvon. It is the blue Terran player for the Shopify Rebellion, ByuN.
And his opponent in the upper left, coming in hot, and we're stoked to have him in the red, representing Onside Gaming. Give it up for Maru. Yeah, I mean, we had innovation today.
Yeah.
Just heroes showing up. I'll be honest, I'm the one that's not, like, Skitoo was getting panicky. Maru's not showing up. Like, hang on, I'll get him in. It's why you guys keep me around, right?
I mean, you're very good at that, at messaging the players and making sure they get in.
Yeah, I mean, like, we do the best we can.
You always get it to happen. Oh, you know what? What's kind of cool to me is we had a lot of players sign up that didn't check in for whatever reason. That always happens. But a lot of those players, I mean, I think we'll see them in the future too.
After tonight?
I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's kind of cool because it means that we won't always have the same group of players. I think we might have like some different people playing every week. People coming in and out.
Right, and something to point out here in the game. ByuN going CC first against Maru, and it's a bold move, obviously. And
I love it. I love it because Maru has been greedy in every game so far. Well, okay, I guess last game it was 2 Rex Reaper, but the first 2 games he opened up super greedy, right? It was like a 1 Rex expand. So ByuN is counting on him. This is a bold move after a 2 Rex Reaper, but he's like, he's not going to do it twice in a row right now. He's probably just going to Reaper expand like he did in game 1 and 2. No, he's not. Maru's playing standard factory before CC, 2 gas. So there is definitely some possibility of aggression, but not really much aggression that can come out of Maru here.
Oh, for sure. And by the way, that being said, this could end up into a cool one. I'm hoping we get a game 5. I don't know about you. Oh shit! I lost my train of thought. This is just a really cool night, and I didn't plan on my water accordingly right near me.
That's the struggle when you're casting this much. But yeah, Maru trying to put a little pressure on, but I just don't think it's going to be too much. There's a Hellion coming out. You can't really dive up this ramp with the Marines here. You might be able to sneak around the side, but the Hellion is about to pop.
Oh yeah, this is held.
I think ByuN's going to be feeling pretty good about this opening. And the cool thing is, Maru in game 1 and 2, he was ahead from the start, from the opener. He was ahead both games. So it'll be cool to see if ByuN gets ahead here at the opening, what he can do with a lead. Because so far he's been fighting from behind, which is a very different way to play than when you're just kind of ahead, right? And now Maru is the one who feels like he's got to put this pressure on because he knows if he doesn't, ByuN's just straight up ahead. So he needs to put the pressure on. He's got to have this cycle in here threatening outside. And
yeah,
he's delaying ByuN from mining down here, which is really, really nice.
Yeah, that said though, he is going for that earlier gas too. So yeah, I think he's going to ramp up that aggression even more.
Yeah, Medevac coming out too. It looks like he's going to really put on some pressure. But ByuN's just going across the map with his units. He's like, I don't care if you're posturing outside my base. I'm just going across. I don't care.
This is what I love about ByuN. He's the YOLO ByuN drop.
Yeah, but it really is YOLO here as the 2 Cyclones show up. They do lock on to kind of random stuff. So ByuN can use that to his advantage, but he's lost 7 workers, 8 workers already. 9. Damn. So ByuN's got a lot of work to do on the other side of the map, but, I mean, he's already getting stuff done. Look at this tank. It pops out. It's going to die to the Marines. No stim Marines. Maru. I don't know what that means, but I also absolutely know what that means, you know?
Yeah, exactly. He's just like...
I mean, this is beautiful from ByuN. And ByuN back at home, he's now mining in his natural. He's got a siege tank out. Maru has to come home and defend. He will be able to clean this up, but he has taken a lot of damage already.
Yeah, it kind of equalized out a bit. ByuN now leading in workers, and he's going out with a Liberator behind this. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I love about it. Is it seems so YOLO, but if you think about it, the Cyclones were out in part of the push. There was nothing there to defend that drop.
Yeah, I mean, this is why you go for a drop, right? You're kind of counting on your opponent maybe being out in the middle of the map. And yeah, ByuN took some damage, but he gets just as much damage done back at home. Or actually, they're both dead even in supply. Now the Liberator is here. It's going to come in, it's going to come out. You can't explain that.
Yeah, you know, this is pretty wild stuff. Oh, 3rd CC going on for Maru at the Nat. Chickenman, seeing how this is going, though, I won't be surprised when we start seeing stuff. We might see, I can picture a land where we finally have the Chickenman and Nathanius cast, the Dave and Cats cast. It's going to happen, man.
Let's do it. I believe, you know, anything is possible. That's going to be a Stormgate land.
I can tell you right now, if you asked me 6 months ago, I never thought I would be casting Innovation.
That's a good point. Yeah, or Maru. I realize I don't think I've ever cast Maru.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't play in the Open Cups. He doesn't have to qualify for anything. So he's never in a qualifier. He's already in the tournament every time. I think Maru is maybe the only professional player that I've never cast.
Yeah, I haven't caught, I've never caught Cyril.
Oh, damn.
Another one for me.
Yeah, he's a tough one. He's a tough one to catch. But ByuN going for a cheeky little drop. I don't think it's getting much done, though. He gets shoved away pretty much immediately. Maru was there with reinforcements.
For the Liberator, catching some workers on the side, maybe? No.
Gets the 1. Get out of there, Liberator. Get out of there. No, he's going back in with the tanks. There is still a tank here for Maru, but ByuN's going to siege up his tank. He's going to be working on these SCVs here. This is really nice for ByuN. Yeah, that Liberator went down, but that was a distraction.
The old bait and
Ooh,
matrix.
The double shutdown and the tank unsieged to get in the medevac, but it's not going to happen. All right, great cleanup from Maru. He does take a good bit of damage. He's down quite a few workers, but at least cleans the drop and the Liberator up.
I think as much as it seems almost not worth it for ByuN in some respects, the fact that he took out 2 gases right there will certainly affect Maru after all said.
He's ahead a lot of workers. The 3rd base is going to be down a little bit earlier for ByuN. I think overall he's got to be pretty happy with this because the army supply is still even. So he didn't lose a bunch of super important things for that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And the income has been in favor of ByuN for most of this game. He did his job of getting that CC first to work. Maru did a great job of harassing it, but still, you're absolutely agree, Chicken Man. This is a good one.
We got another double drop from ByuN coming in here. Cyclones are on the wrong side of the map. There is a turret. It looks like ByuN might just chill with these medevacs in the corner for a little bit.
Yeah, we saw him do that. Was it him? Actually, I'm trying to remember. But it was definitely wild.
Oh, was it Gumiho, right, on this map? Gumiho versus
Gumiho,
Maru earlier. He just like chilled the medevacs, and then they never did anything, and they went home. Yeah. We'll see if that happens here.
I got a little not flack from chat, but I was really hoping I actually had to sit a whole game out when we were was with you guys before, because I really wanted to catch Hero and Innovation.
Yeah. Totally get it. I mean, casting Innovation is always fun.
Yeah, but also for me it was just Hero anyway, and it's the Dave stream.
Yeah,
we got a lot of Protoss bias here.
Got to get those Protoss. It's very Terran heavy today.
Yeah, it's still sick though. I mean, I don't know about you. Like, I think this is going incredibly well.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would say this is as good as we ever could have hoped for. And speaking of which, ByuN's drop is going just about as good as he could have hoped for. He's getting some tanks here. Maybe get some SCV soon. Oh, he forced Maru to shoot his own factory by accident. Oh, somehow this tank lived at 1 hit point. Oof. Damn. Well, nice cleanup there. Maru cleans it up. I mean, it's not the end of the world either way at this point. It's just little trades. We have 4th bases going up. ByuN's 4th base just got settled in. Maru's about to get his down. And we might be settling in for a really big TVT here.
Yep, and the supply depot on the KSL logo getting shut down.
You know what I noticed earlier on this map? The KSL logo was upside down. But this time it's right side up. How does that happen?
I don't know. I honestly don't. I was inverted on one side. If you got that one, I saw it too.
Yeah, I think it might be like an ESL map versus a ladder map or something.
Yeah, probably.
like a map version. Maybe it was the TLMC map earlier or something. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. That's a good point, Chicken Man. That's probably what caused it. It was something we can try to keep an eye on. But
you know, it really isn't the end of the world. I just think it's kind of funny.
For an inaugural, I'm just stoked that we have a mod file for this.
Shout out to you for making that, because I'll be honest, I tried for about an hour, and I got really upset and annoyed with it, and I stopped. So I appreciate you picking up that slack.
Well, shout out to you for doing all the work you had between the Patreon, you've been holding on the admin, and earlier I just didn't want to overstep my seeding because I've screwed up seeding with Steadfast in the past. For example.
It's all good. I was getting nervous about it, right? I wanted to make sure it got done, so I was like, I'll do it early. I started it yesterday.
Yeah, no, that was
let's just do it. I like to get things done. Sometimes a Legulac doesn't work too, so I was like, let's do it now. That way I know it can work. But
mostly done, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, this has been awesome. I think none of us could have done this alone. Ooh, these Marines though, Maru. Oh! Eats a big shot, but kills a couple of tanks. I love how they're bantering the whole time. It's only 6 tanks here for ByuN now, which is maybe a problem, as the Ravens have full energy, which means they can shut down all of this if they need to. But ByuN's up on the top side, hitting the 3rd base too. He has split his forces. Oh, this could be a problem for Maru. He did not send enough up to deal with this. ByuN has 4 siege tanks up here. Maru's trying to push it away, but he does still have to deal with the bottom side as well, where ByuN is kind of slow pushing in. This is so good. This play from ByuN is fantastic.
It is ByuNbelievable.
It's ByuNbelievable. These CCs forced to lift. ByuN really putting the pressure onto Maru here. ByuN eating a couple of tank shots, but he's going to kill one of these tanks immediately. Starting to shell off this planetary fortress, and the 3rd base in the meantime is still lifted, still not mining. This is so good for ByuN right now. In the meantime, look at him expand. He's got a 5th base up, and he is stopping Maru's 4th base from really mining, and his 3rd base from mining. But the Liberators will clean this up, will stop these tanks. I think ByuN's still got to be so happy with this, though.
Got the tank.
Oh, baby.
ByuN even got the tank. That was incredible. Yeah, this is... Imagine if ByuN wins this tournament.
I mean, it's looking very reasonable right now. He is certainly ahead. Now, Maru's going to be able to clean this up. He's going to be able to push this away. But ByuN hasn't committed super hard with this. He's gotten plenty of damage done to justify losing these units. He's still trading great with the Marines as they clean this up. He's got another army to the bottom side. This 5th base, this planetary is dead. I mean, these are 2-2 Marines. They just stim. There's no SCVs. They kill both of these CCs, I think.
Yeah.
And that's terrible for Maru. His economy's still good, but going forward, it is not going to be nearly as good as ByuN's. ByuN's got another location here, but it looks like he's going to pull back. He doesn't have the air army, so that's the big thing here. ByuN is winning these ground fights because Maru has so many Vikings and so many Liberators, and those will help him later in the game, but not if he just loses them all to the Marines right now.
Well, the thing is, ByuN just got a little power spike, so he's been really tank bio-driven with medevacs, and of course Vikings don't help that, but he has 3-3.
Oh,
Maru's
man.
just now researching his
Look at
threats.
this
He's been nailing
drop.
the coffin.
15 SCVs getting killed by this one medevac drop, and now goes into the main base. ByuN is just all over Maru. Maru cannot handle this right now. He's cleaning it up, but it's doing so much damage in the meantime, and ByuN is at 190 supply, 76 workers across 5 bases back at home. He is so settled, and he is just doing so much damage to Maru, and he's not stopping. He's got a triple drop hitting the 3rd base. Okay, it's just a medevac in the main, but he's still pressuring that planetary at the 4th. He's just trading and trading, keeping Maru back at home, keeping Maru struggling to deal with all this. It's going so well for ByuN.
Yeah, I don't really see how Maru can do it at this point. ByuN's just so insanely ahead. The 3rd base is in danger of falling to a swift breeze. The army supplies is there for ByuN. He is...
Oh.
This is literally why I literally get flamed all the time for people. I'm like, ByuN in his best form is literally my favorite Terran to
I
watch.
mean, GG. Yeah, ByuN right now, that was some of the best play I've seen from him. And he is at the top of his form. Going into Katowice, a lot of people are saying ByuN is one of the favorites. And, I mean, he's really showing why. 2-2 here against Maru. And maybe, you know, I'm just going to put this out there. ByuN banters a lot in his games. Maru doesn't banter as much. Maybe ByuN is tricking Maru. He's like, banter with me in chat. ByuN's really good at that. Maybe Maru needs to up his banter game.
Yeah, this has reminded me of when Forjumi's on fire. I mean, Forjumi could be behind and not doing it, but it's like seeing Forjumi and Trigger, you know, you can name a bunch of, there's certain players especially, he'll go off. But when you see these guys, they're friends. You can see I would love to see what's going on with them too. It's fun, but you're right. I think Maru needs to step up the banner game for sure, Chickenman.
Drop the lobby link for these guys.
Oh, thanks. I had a suggestion too. It may be like, whatever, we usually got it, but just in case. He seemed to be pretty helpful and obviously knows some of it if we're ever behind or can't make it. I was just going to ask you, might as well do it on stream. What if we got Steadfast as a backup admin if he doesn't mind doing it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
if he's down to
sure
help out,
no,
I'm sure if
problem.
we both like ran into something and we really couldn't do it, he'd be down to help out. He's helped me out in the past with other stuff, so.
And he used to run the Storm open all the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah. I mean, there's not like a ton to do. Usually these guys, the players know what's going on. They know how to do vetoes and make maps and play the game, right? So it's mostly just there if any questions come up, making sure results go through. And I'm sure, yeah, definitely. Steadfast is obviously a homie.
Hell yeah,
so,
dude. He came through for us today on the inaugural day too. That's just pretty based.
Yeah, big shout out to Steadfast for joining us for this, and I hope he does join us for more. I'm sure he's a reason why we have 11 new patrons as of the start of this tournament. So shout out to everybody who's pledged on the Patreon. Really appreciate your support and helping to keep this going for as long as possible and making it as sick as possible. As we get into game number 5, match point of the grand finals of the KSL.
And here we are. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner in the red, representing the Shopify Rebels. Give it up for ByuN.
Ooh, yeah, and his opponent in the lower left, the blue Terran for the onside gamers. It's Maru.
And Chickenman, thank you for doing these finals with me. This is the best thing we have casted together.
Oh, without a
We've
doubt.
had some incredible stuff on ESL and our own tournaments, but this is hands down.
It is, and it's awesome that not only are these the best games we've cast together, but this is our tournament.
Yeah,
It's insane.
it is.
It feels like a GSL right now.
It was.
And Maru's Proxy 2 Raxing, which also feels like a GSL. I love this. Maru, this is why we love Maru. Game 5 of a grand finals, and he's like, yeah, I'll Proxy 2X. Of course.
No problem.
No problem. You know how many tournaments he's done this in like a match point?
Yeah.
So many.
Yep.
I was there in 2018. I watched him do this and just beat players he shouldn't have beat with it.
Yeah.
So ByuN doesn't scout with his SCV, so he's going to scout with the Reaper, which is going to put him in a bit of a bad spot because he's going CC. Oh, man. Reaper Fast Expand is pretty much dead against this, right? Like, it's going to be
ByuN.
very difficult for ByuN to not just die. And the SCV scout for Maru, he knows exactly what he's up against. This is pretty brutal.
Yeah, special. Oh boy, special basically called this one before too.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, this. I can just picture him right now. Yep, this game's over. It's decided.
Yep. I mean, ByuN's probably saying it. He's like, damn. All right. I mean, SCVs are going to get pulled. He's going to do his best to hold on. There's a Marine on the way. There's already a Marine out. But Maru gets in and out of there, doesn't lose either of his Reapers, cancel on the CC on the low ground. ByuN just needs to not die right now.
Yeah, actually, I don't hate that cancel on the CC. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
If ByuN comes back from this, though, that's going to be pretty goddamn impressive.
It's certainly possible. He hasn't... he loses the Reaper. I was just going to say he hasn't lost the Reaper yet. That helps a lot. Oh, wait, you know what, though? He gets 2 Reapers. Oh, he gets the 3rd one. Maru!
Question mark,
Oh,
Chickenman.
man. Maru knows
question
that was a
marks.
mistake. The question mark. Man. And, I mean, this is still good for Maru, but as the Hellion's going to pop out, he's going to lose this Reaper to the top side, and the aggression's pretty much over now. Like, ByuN is held. He's got a CC halfway done. Obviously, Maru's still got some damage done, but look at the worker count. Look at the tech. We are in an even game right now. ByuN CC is a little bit ahead, but it's in the main. He's got the cycle and already started up. I mean, I'd say this is good for ByuN actually, because now Maru has to float these barracks home. He doesn't have a cyclone on the way. His CC's a little bit further behind.
Yeah, he has no tech lab, no reactors, even no anything. And he's, like you said, he's flying back. His CC's not done. Meanwhile, ByuN's getting his orbital.
Yeah, ByuN's laughing at him. I don't know what anything else says, but I can tell ByuN's laughing at him.
You know, if I was to guess, I was going to say that Maru might have been like, hey, are you lactose intolerant? And ByuN's just like, oh, shit.
Yep. Well, ByuN found his proxy. That's for sure. Oh, look at this.
Man,
Maru
this is
landed the
incredible.
barracks in the middle of the map, and he's building single Marines out of them.
200 IQ.
What? This is either 0 IQ or 1,000 IQ. I'm not sure which just yet.
Now, I think Winter and Loco are going to be happy that they at least kicked down in a patron just for this one, for this series, because they're both tired of PvPs, they said. Yeah, this is actually... this is incredible, man.
It really, really is. What a game. What a game. Now, Maru's going to go for a tank. I think this is... Oh, it's a Liberator. I thought it was going to be a Medevac. So, he's going to get really aggressive off the back of this. ByuN's going to spot there's a little bit of aggression, but of course, he doesn't know that there's a tank there. Now he knows. But he's got his own tank out on the high ground.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize Maru already had a Medevac, so... I guess that makes a lot of sense. ByuN's got 8 Marines in his Medevac. Why? What are those Marines doing in there? I don't know, but he's going to drop him out. Can he kill this siege tank? He's got the lock on. Yes, he absolutely can kill it. And Maru's aggression is kind of shut down now. He's got another tank. He can keep pushing, but there's another tank on the way for ByuN. Oh, ByuN's going to go for a drop. Okay. All right.
Are we going to see it?
Maru's also going for a drop. Good times.
Oh, man. Drop versus drop. Oh, well, a Liberator.
Yeah, there's a Liberator and a Medevac here for Maru. So he's got a lot of potential with this. ByuN's going to have to respond appropriately, and I think he's going to take some damage.
He will. But he does have a tank, a Cyclone, and some Marines. I think that should be able to take care of it.
Really nice lock-on onto the Medevac. That's actually going to kill the Medevac, so this drop is all dead. But the Liberator getting damaged at the same time, and ByuN dropping into the main base. There is a siege tank here for Maru, though, so he's pretty well buttoned up back at home. Looks like he's going to eat a little bit of damage. But he got 9 SCV kills, so that is very good for Maru.
Yeah, ByuN actually met an unfortunate situation. That tank lost a couple of Marines, but still, he kills the gas. And how behind Maru was, I think that actually will help him, though. Maru got a 3rd CC behind this. He's actually going to have a CC lead against ByuN. This game's crazy.
Yeah, Maru just loves to drop those 3rd CCs so early. And it is really going to help him here. He's already ahead workers, though, because he killed so many. And ByuN killed that gas, which is definitely nice. But he didn't kill any workers, maybe like 1. So this is definitely a lead for Maru as we head into the mid-game. But, you know, I say that. Look at the army supply. ByuN is way ahead in army supply. So he has the potential to maybe get some damage done here. He's picking up 3 tanks in these medevacs. He's got another medevac here. Oh, my God. 4 tanks. All right. He's like, Marines? Who needs them?
Yeah. Big, true. That being said, 3rd CC's finished up down here in the low ground. Got the Cyclone out, and Maru's in pretty good shape for defense. This is a banger. TBT, man.
Yeah. I mean, what a sick one. The triple drop from ByuN about to come in here. He's got a Raven as well. There are 2 Ravens here for Maru. He's got 2 shutdowns, but he's only got 1 siege tank here. So once ByuN gets all sieged up, this is going to be really, really difficult to unseat. ByuN is going to be in a really nice spot. Shut down on one of the Ravens from ByuN. That's kind of an interesting choice. It does buy him a little bit more time to get damage done in here. He is getting some big damage, but he doesn't have anything to actually deal with this Liberator. Oh, wait, Vikings. Where did those Vikings come from?
Vikings, and he will have some auto turret energy potential.
Oh, 2 shutdowns. But there's still 2 tanks here for ByuN. It's not quite enough, though. Looks like there's just too many Marines, too many SCVs getting pulled. All the tanks are going to go down. Maru's going to clean this up.
Still, I'd say that was pretty good for ByuN. He escaped with some stuff and did take out the Raven. So Maru, funnily enough, they're both going to be landing their 3rd CCs at the same time.
Right after all of that craziness, they land the 3rds at the same time. But you're right. I do think that was good for ByuN because the army supply ends up even. And he killed one of those Ravens, which is obviously really, really good moving forward. And ByuN ends up ahead in workers. Oh, he's just going to keep on pushing. Goes for a big stim, lands the Vikings. He wants to take down these tanks while he's got the opportunity. I don't think he's got enough, though. There's too many Marines here from Maru. He's got Marauders, too. And Maru shoves that right on back. That was a good defense for Maru.
Oh, yeah, top notch. Honestly, both these guys, though. ByuN, he went 1 Rax expand, or Reaper or Fast expand against Proxy 2 Rax. Still,
and now he's ahead 10 supply mid-game.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, that's against the law. I love that Maru is going for concussive shells. Actually, did he just cancel it? What? Maru?
Yeah, I think it.
Why? That upgrade takes like 8 seconds and it costs 50-50. Why would you cancel that? What?
Might as well have kept it.
He's got Marauders. It's a useful upgrade. I don't understand.
Yeah. Especially breaking tank positions and stuff. That could be a cheeky curveball people usually wouldn't expect. But yeah, he has Marauders, like you said. I don't understand.
I really don't. It would be done by now. Anyways, it doesn't really matter that much. But Maru's trying to put some pressure on. He actually might be able to take down these engineering bays. ByuN needs to try to save them. He needs to get 1-1 finished up. But he's going to lose so many SCVs to try to save this. Can he save it? 4, 3. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it just barely. I guess those SCVs died for something.
Vikings thinking of medevacs is pretty nice. But
Yeah, this is really nice. ByuN has that air lead. He's still got to be super careful though, losing those Marines. Maru knows he's got the stronger ground force right here with those Marauders. He just has more bio. He has more punish potential. And he's going to try to dive forward here. ByuN does have a decent amount of Marines to get in front of these tanks, though. It's a little bit back and forth. Maru still has this position, but he might need to pull back. He's just going to unsiege and get out of here. He doesn't want to overstay his welcome in one position.
Yeah, I think he's just going to change positions, though, Chickenman. And
yeah,
he
is.
ByuN's right on top of it.
Yeah, this is really nice for ByuN. He realizes Maru's moving around, gets the good scan on the army. That's the kind of star sense you need in TVT, is to be able to scan your opponent's army. But Maru gets the better siege position here. I guess they trade tank for a tank. Maru just has more tanks. Yeah, 6-3. Oh my god, ByuN jumping on top of it, though. He's committing super hard to killing these tanks. He's going to get 4 of them, which is, you know what, that's really important, actually. He loses a lot of Marines, but he makes the tank count it's equalized at this point. And tanks in TVT are kind of the unit you need.
Yeah, that was probably, I think that was well worth trading out those Marines. Maru is going for a 4th CC that's about to finish, though. ByuN wasn't able to do so from all that. He did start another eBay or 2, so he's going into 2-2. That said, Maru's just starting his +2 infantry weapons.
He never started his armor, though. Maru with a uncharacteristic mistake here. ByuN going for a double drop. This medevac is so low, it's actually insane, but he will get the drop off. It looks like Maru should have enough here to hold on. Yeah, he's got enough. Yeah, ByuN somehow gets out of there with some of those Marines, though.
His name was Jim.
Rest in peace, Jimmy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that 4th base for Maru going to be really crucial. ByuN's is quite a bit behind, which Maru is finding out right now with that scan.
Yeah, Planetary Fortress already going down for Maru. I still think we got a bit of a game. I mean,
absolutely. I mean, look, the army supply is ahead for ByuN. At this point in TVT, little bits of army supply or worker supply, it's not that big of a deal. It really comes down to the engagements and the positioning. If you catch your opponent's tanks on siege and get to kill a few of them, that's way more important than 5 SCVs. And these guys both know it. ByuN's trying to push forward. He sees there's no tanks here, but Maru's Marines kind of winning that fight for a little bit until the tanks push forward.
The 2 Marine head squad killing the scouter supply depot is pretty based.
Pretty based. ByuN, he wants to keep the pressure on because of this 4th base, but this is finishing up now, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. It is nice to be out on the map in TVT, though, I think. You just have to be super careful, super aware of your opponent's position.
Oh, for sure. You don't want to get caught off guard, but being able to get some catches and be aware, just that map awareness in general. So if they're making a crazy push or a cheeky drop or, you know.
Speaking of which, ByuN going for a cheeky drop in the main, getting a few SCV kills. I think he killed a Viking as well. This was the same drop from earlier, too. That was the 7 Marines that lived.
Oh, no, the orbital. He didn't make it.
Oh, no.
It's a high-risk, high-reward situation, but...
Yeah, honestly, might have even been an accident based on ByuN typing out right now. Part of me feels like maybe that was supposed to be a planetary. We'll see if it is on the second go-around. If he's able to get this up, he's trying to pin this army. He actually might be able to catch all these Marines here. Maru's going to win that fight, but there are more Marines nearby. Oh, ByuN says, no, I don't care about that. He's going to pull SCVs. That's not good. Maru is winning that fight, and ByuN's trying to push, but there are a bunch of tanks here. I don't think ByuN can push into this. And he's going to lose this 4th CC again.
Oh, no, ByuN doesn't cancel the CC, Chickenman.
He loses 18 SCVs. He's going for a push. Oh, my God. Big YOLO drop. Oh, he loses a tank, though. And he's going to lose a couple Marines in that medevac. This is not looking good. Maru going to clean up this drop with relative ease. Stops this push from ByuN in its tracks. Kills the 4th base twice. And now Maru is up 30 supply.
Yeah, ByuN is going to get some free Marines over here, but he's losing tanks in the front. Down a base, like you said, 2/4. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, oh, man. ByuN just gets completely cleaned up here. He's got to run away from the siege tanks. He's got more stuff. Like, the army supply is still pretty even right now. So there is always a chance. But he's floating his main CC over to that kind of vulnerable 4th base position. It's not a hidden, but he's counting on Maru not expecting that base to be there. And hoping Maru doesn't just go attack it, right? Because it's super vulnerable. But ByuN needs the mining from it. The main is pretty much completely out. He needs to get mining from that 4th.
Oh, look at this. ByuN coming in with the drop again, but he's going right into a tank, man.
Yeah, he is gonna kill that tank, though. And you know what? There's not a lot here for Maru this time. He does not have a lot of reinforcements nearby. All the Marines drop out. They're going to run away from this liberation zone. He spots the fusion core coming up, but he's not going to be able to do anything about it. Maru will clean this up pretty effectively. Doesn't really lose too much. ByuN trying to push in at the same time, though, and Maru not really in position for this one. ByuN finding some space here, down 30 supply, but he's making something happen. He gets this 3rd base to lift, kills a few SCVs. Maru's going to retake it, but hey, any time of not mining is really, really important here. It's going to pull ByuN back a little bit, especially as he's got that 4th base mining minerals now.
Oh, unlucky. The scan. Maru scans the 2 metapacks. ByuN tries desperately to evade the Marines. That was so unlucky for ByuN.
That's a little too bad here.
Oh,
ByuN's rolling around the top side. Yeah, that double drop is still a possibility. Oh, and look at this positioning actually for ByuN. Maru realizes that he just pulls these SCVs away right away. ByuN's got a great siege spot on this planetary.
Yeah, ByuN can make something happen over here. The push in the 3rd could be huge, but it's tanks.
Oh, but look at these liberators. Yeah. Liberator's so good. He moved. ByuN pulled his natural base.
Chickenman, he didn't unsiege.
Oh no.
But he's gonna lose a couple liberators.
A couple liberators go down. The tanks stick around for ByuN. He's trying to get that drop in, but it doesn't look like it's being really successful. ByuN is in a really scrappy position right now, and Maru is not. Yeah, ByuN's on 3 orbitals. Maru's on 3 orbitals and 2 planetaries. He's got lib range on the way. I mean, this is looking very, very good for Maru. ByuN is counting on catching him out of position. He's counting on taking a good engagement, maybe killing a base. He needs to get something like that done because he is just going to fall further and further behind. We see the supplies skyrocketing into Maru's favor. He's found the base with 4 Marines, and that's all it takes because this is an orbital, not a planetary. Drop was scouted. ByuN trying to go for a doom drop, but he was trying to run over a huge group of Marines. And this is just going from bad to worse for ByuN right now.
Yeah, he is. Well, actually not. I was going to say it's 3-3 on the way, but Maru's even going to have that advantage as well as vehicle weapons, but still. If he came back from this game, that would be...
I mean, he's been trying to come back from this game for the last 19 minutes, and
yeah,
he was ahead at one point, but it just it hasn't stuck with him. And Maru's really using the tech advantage in his favor right now with these liberators, just getting damage on this army. And look at it. Maru's going for a drop. He's like, oh my god, there's no base here. He just realized how far ahead he is. But ish. I mean, the liberators go down, so ByuN can stick around, but as I say that, this one moves forward. There's no Vikings here. It's just the Marines, and there's almost no Marines left. The unsiege happens, and Maru, I think, is just going to jump on the rest of this army, and there is not much left for ByuN. He is falling down under 140 supply. Maru is still maxed. It looks like this double drop will finally die. ByuN cleans it up, but he's got nothing on the other side of the map, and it's 5 bases still to 3. ByuN on 39 SCVs. He's not even mining gas at 2 of his bases.
The only thing I could see possibly happening, right, in the crazy Dave brain of...
Oh my god, how about an insanely giant doom drop that's going to lose 2 medevacs before they unload. ByuN, oh man, these turrets were just so good. A lot of Marines do get out. Can Maru hold on here with the Liberators and the Siege Tanks? I think the answer is yes. The tank's going to go down. These Marines are getting a lot of damage done, but they're all going to die. And I think that's the majority of ByuN's army. He does have another group heading towards this new base. I don't think he realizes there's a base there because he's going after this third again. He's going to send a few Marines up. They should be able to kind of deal with this, actually. This is going okay for ByuN. But I just don't think it's got a lot of longevity in it. He's down to 115 supply.
It's the, yeah, he just, if he had any kind of air potential somehow, GG.
Yeah, he just doesn't. And he recognizes that killing a 6th at this point in the game is not that much of a victory. Maru takes the game. He takes the series. He takes the tournament. Dave, Maru just won a tournament we put on.
Yeah, that's sick. And ByuN almost, he had potential to take that one in the moment he caught up, I think. But that, damn, Maru won, ByuN coming close, giving us a game 5, man.
Yeah.